Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. OCGN dropped some news this morning. Big rip early, pulling back right now. For what it's worth, definitely, if you're interested in, learning more about trading, the number one risky gapper idea we had last night. Remember, I do a webinar every morning, every evening. And in the afternoon webinars, we really look for those afternoon-friendly trades. Maybe you're a part-time trader, maybe you're under the PDT, maybe both, and gapping stocks. That idea, the short summary of gapping stocks is and this is very short and and very succinct. But the idea is you're looking to buy these strong stocks, closing at the high, closing at 52s, good volume, good sector, etc., because they show up on everybody's scanner at night. Remember, I know a lot of you guys and gals are here every day, but the normal people, normal people that don't stare at a computer 18 hours a day like we do, a lot of them look at stocks at night. They look to, they're part-time traders. They're not as aggressive, maybe not as active as we are. So the type of stocks that show up on their scan, they put in market orders or they're buying right at the open. They gap up and we sell into the gap. I think that's a term. Obviously, again, there's only so much time I have on pre-market prep, but you'll hear me say, hey, if you took the gap, sell the gap type, and that's the idea. So anyway, OCGN was that number one risky gapper, gapped up to 19 already this morning, pulling back. I expect to see a defense of red to green and then a similar perk into the close from yesterday. So what I'm getting at, if you didn't take the gap, look for similar close to yesterday, because I think this thing's just going to continue grinding and grinding and grinding. So OCGN, nice risky gapper. Look for exact price action from yesterday afternoon today. All right. Yeah, a lot of you guys talking about the Fed, but I don't know. The Fed, they got FOMC today, but you should be aware of that. But one of the reasons we trade these sketchy trash stocks is, the trash stocks don't really react to real events. Okay. Now, we talked about Microsoft yesterday. We talked about Nvidia today. If you're sitting on a nice winner in a real stock, nothing wrong with selling ahead of the Fed, but low floaters don't really care. They don't. In my opinion, they don't really react. So, JRAD asked about ARTL. Isn't that over with? Yeah. JRAD, I'm assuming one of two things. You're either attempting to troll me, which hat tip, or you're bag holding. Okay. Remember, this was an H.C. Wainwright pump. Okay. So, I said it the instant we talked about this one Monday morning. What's the first thing I did? I laughed like an idiot. Like a moron. I laughed like Harry and Lloyd on Dumb and Dumber when I saw a sketchy biotech with an H.C. Wainwright pump. So, if you're trolling, you got to come better. You got to do better than that. And if you're bag holding, time to move on. I can't help you. I always say, I can't help you with your bags, and there's no way can I help you with a H.C. Wainwright pump and dump bag. I wish I could, but I can't. Wayne Willard asked about Sava. Is Sava back? Too sideways. If it can break 70, but you're just stuck. This is what I see. I just see, look at all this chop from in the spring. Okay, it did break out summer, but then it pulls right back to the levels from the spring. and can't break out again in September. So you gotta see something break over 70. RRD gapped up. That's today's buyout, isn't it? Or not? What was today's buyout? Let me go to breaking news. Yeah, it's a buyout. So I know it's a lot of you might be asking because it's trading above the buyout price, but there's no trade here. So again, I feel like I've been a breaking news commercial a lot lately, but right there in breaking news, RRD gap up from 660 to 926. RRD to be acquired by Atlas for $8.52 per share in cash. So, but no plays on buyouts. And again, breaking news is incredible. I love it. BBBY, shorts are stuck. And high price dip and rip over 28. This might be, higher price stock. This might be my favorite today because, you guys know. Who loves a short squeeze more than me? Okay. And I know Bed Bath & Beyond, they had some good news last night, but the news didn't justify a 100% move, okay? It was good. Hey, it was good news, but it wasn't 100% move type news. So there's no better example of shorts panicking than something like BBBY. So still early, but I would have to say probably number one. BBBY, high priced dip and rip over 28. One of the most heavily shorted real stocks out there. And when I say real stocks, and that's another term that sometimes can be confusing. When I say real stocks, listen, I actually think I might have went by a Bed Bath & Beyond last night in the Uber, okay? So my point is Bed Bath & Beyonds exist, okay? You can buy their products. You can go to their website. They have employees. They have locations. They have offices, okay? So that's what I mean when I say real stock. When we're talking penny stocks, some of these companies, they have no products. They have no revenues. They have no office. They have one employee who's an ex-con heroin addict. So that's what I mean when I say real stocks. So Bed Bath & Beyond is heavily shorted by hedge funds, etc. So it's really what we look for every morning. It's just the recipe in a real stock. So basically what we look for every day, just in a high-priced real stock. And again, I'd call this my number one as of right now. Still really early. LCID, what's Tesla doing this morning? Tesla doing anything? Tesla's back green. LCID. So red to green. LCID is a red to green. I'd still prefer that 40 level though. So, but remember we talked about, or actually we didn't talk about this. I do too many webinars. So I talked with the Steady Trade team about this. Remember, Tesla was on a heck of a run. Tesla had a red day. Tesla kind of took the air out of the EV plays for now. Okay. I still think we are so far from done with the EV plays, but Tesla goes red. Everybody gets a little skittish when it comes to the EV plays. Got, what was I going to say? But Momo faded on Tesla red day. There we go. This is a red to green, but I still like that 40 level more from the weekend watch list. All right. One more, then I gotta go. Maybe I should end right now. GFAI. We'll finish on GFAI. What's the news? This is another pump. So this was a spiker the other day, failed dip and rip the other day. Let me go to a 5. Yeah, this is a failed dip and rip on Monday, right? Too many stocks. Yeah, failed dip and rip on Monday. Back from the dead. I'd look at that 4 level. So this is a little bit of a different idea. I say wait for 4, even 450, because I'm remembering, right? This was Monday morning's chat pump, right? Failed chat pump, failed dip and rip. It tried to dip and rip, but failed. So I think if you buy any point before 4 or even 450, you're just begging to get stuck by the bag holders who got chat pumped. Does that make sense? So I'm excited to see it back. 7 million float, 4 million shares traded. But if you're trying to get in this thing before 4 or 450, I think you're crazy, and you're just like you're literally begging to be a bag holder. Any entry before, and thank you for asking. I'm glad you brought this one back up. You are begging to be a bag holder. All right, guys. I enjoyed today. You know, I know you guys. I think sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. We got a little bit more into the mechanics. You know, it wasn't just, you know, ticker, 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 ticker. I like that. I enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Hopefully you got 1% better today. Check out the Steady Trade team, and have a great day. We'll see you next time.